Ojana na na num shegu na de tu ho my Edu mene wososo say ye piatwa so Nindian twaso kutu kraninya pesa min kuminga Edi ye bremo da mama ya sase kudo ati say
what other adjective can I use for it? Nkunimdie is just victorious. Yeah, and it's a budget year. Finance Minister Eko Kan wa Parliament na numi say ye tudi nkunimdie na we have basis for naming it so. Now Oshe MPP are buying from 2019 edibesin ne ayampia propaganda any nyama ya fomu die ewo opposition for Charles Nebusia for yan and someone and easy because omodi aboye chisa say ye say on mine no ye sikasem enkoye abra omunim ne atu wiase nyina omunim say okay generally no and largely ewa Ghana no production eba halt a lot of businesses are anka ebe help it to stabilize economy no eba to a halt not just for a year for over 2 years. Now the whole globe was battling with it. Now yes, Yejitum say from Samreno and they back the middle of and at the second quarter of 2023 no. Now yesikasem as on mine no ne enkoye.
Okay.
Now atochema kakra michini say enkoni ya mo fanchem.
Yetiase.
Now atochema kakra. But san say abanyi we always say that we have the men now like omunyeni ye de bia ye catch from nanado SRC supi say we only know how to bring the economy back to life but we don't know how to bring human life back. Enti near to nyina no the government and the people of Ghana, I'm choosing my words carefully.
Okay.
The government and the people of Ghana have done so well, okay, to improve the economic situations of the country year on year on. We are not out of the wolves yet. Menka say bibia eye pepe. There be. But sa wo hwe bibia ye free from 2019 ebesin na ye dinkunim.
From 2019 to
from 2019 edeba asat na year ye kasa dia.
Mumu hu ne se mo dinkunim.
And yes, ye say.
That's what it is.
That is what it is.
Even though we don't see it from the same angle as you see it, we should just understand.
And you don't see it. Omo see you know. Okay.
Yeah.
Sebi propaganda. I will trim your kind of thing.
Propaganda na. Propaganda na na.
Oh, they have fun sir. Omo
fine.
Omo no any chance na nebusia for NDC.
Okay.
Omo no make say den ye ni kunim.
And
as omo hu hwe.
Alright.
Omo so no oye den as like the opposition there. Okay. Like they always say, if you want, okay, go and bring heaven to Ghana. Okay. Omo make say there be flower na aka wo ho no. Wan fa mba into wan hwe.
Okay.
And now that ephemeral environment now, like the scriptures try to make us understand. One fan menti, one yehe. Enti say kase ye dim kunima, okay? As you like, you can say yes, kase ye dim kunim.
Okay.
Because we share every indicator in the economic analysis, managing economic of a country has improved, okay, from 2021. Okay, to 2022 to 2023 as at mid-year and going. And our projections now, Finance Minister Edia Tujana, okay, we're going to say we are still continuing to limit expenditure, okay, and also to improve upon our revenue mobilization as a country, and again to reduce what our what I call it, largely dependence on importations.
Okay.
And again, finally, to follow the IMF structure and plan we have with them, so that we can make sure that, okay, we bounce back strongly as we were in 2017, 2018, and early months of, or the first and second quarter of 2019.
Okay.
And to ubusami basically, or as my introductory remarks are, say a kase nkunidie budget. Basically, this is what it means.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, into a trainer, we'll dive into the figures and like the substantial issues itself. But before midway, you know, ansana, yabeko. Okay, I say the baga.
Yes, a bag, green bag, no, yes, 4,000 plus. It's not as if say your friend is saying finance minister owned me afford it. Or bet me afford it, or even if one be a finance minister, or you'll be our Bob Rentuka, or bet me afford it. But the bag don't Ghana for if it's expensive and Kasama budget nearby. Yes.
When they say
the chairman.
Bolga Tanga Joe.
Ewo serious.
The art center.
Yeah.
Essence and hobby.
Wow. And everybody. Oh, sir.
And no hundred Ghana.
You're checking here, so no, almost 500 and something Ghana cedis, 1,000 Ghana.
Now only we are say her. And the end is for mobile modern Google. And Wikipedia computer basics. Well, you say you catch the garbage in, garbage out.
Yeah.
Omaya obse obo Gogola obe who say Bomia is a liar. And yes, sir. So they can do anything.
Are we capable?
Okay. For my introductory remarks there, this is how it is. And you some say one
kunimna.
Basically, that is it.
From wedding kunim. Yeah, that's it.
And this MPP na edin kunim.
Oh, there be like Ghana edin kunim.
Say like one I want na e buy so.
Matthias.
Ye free mo kakra.
Okay. And we will come back to ye free mo kakra no. Mr. Charles. And Mr. Mensah rather. Yeah. Mr. Mensah. Okay, good. What's your take on this Nkunim budget? You know, Yambra, actually need the Munti also my auntie also side.
Yo, Meda was to say, Wama Misa Kwenye.
As
I begin Kaka and say, my home family, Papa Nti. And then I'll be moderate. Nti say, it's for sure, some young moderates and I'm Fanjamin and Yabuapayo.
Oh, name found.
Mesha no medin ka chia eye NEC amanyo ko mo Hamburg ha Hamburg branch of NDC michi obibiara mechia eye chapter Germany chapter NDC for biara ena awo we de 1 minute misrel pa me sanso me yare so a me sanso wo arehom kese pa isa se me amadafo Coupe or any wedding crime, and I'm the best man. And then we free and then Ghana.
Oh, sorry.
And then more pen of crab into a compound situation.
I don't know how far we
the Busha for Yako. Na Macan say, you know, me go the liar, a bra, sita.
We don't expect you to anyway.
It's say Obrana ye bono bia wona sitrim. Dey bi ono na sitrim ye. Nti obeka me okay. Na me dey me hwe ma sitrim a me hu ni say ma sitrim ye na maka say budget we eye nkunimde budget. Nti say wo take the figures na you in a course you afraid be micro and macro. So what I say, the macro is the average or the aggregation of the micro. In this you might think say you are doing better, but the micro is our pockets. Yeah, in film you go to kum then actually say your hoya and I say your home here. Inti MPP de ebano yan to di na yambo sia omoya de papa when bro from your friend slogans and omoya de pa. Mame mfa wonko echiri kakra wo hwe emra MPP for beteki aban kunwa yi so mo be bu o my Ghana o first budget o mo de ba in March 2017 o mo to leading o mo to leading so and you know particular with this government or this administration.
Okay.
Say bibia eni ho yen yenka mama for who say wo de omo ya de pa deception yes omo de especially this particular administration omo ya de pa in 2017 omo buy no omo sha ase budget omo present here no omo tu ni di asempa budget so obeka ya 2017 omo tu ni di asempa budget na twi kasa so de asempa de nanka ade a ehunya se wote asempa nanka weni age na wehu se bi papa enam kwanso ba enko amba ne sa 2018 ena omusa to another budget ejumapa budget na ye expect se nanka ejuma bebusu tam ewo afi 2018 eno so ankoba ne sa 2019 omutu ni di impuntu budget ene Ashanti regional minister ekojina otekoko so enimi no oditum se mpuntu na omoka ho asem wo 2019 nyaade a ekoso enunti na omo akwan na
no say it's just the Ashanti region on Kwan or other regions
na omo yi omo amai ina be bia
na say omo pese like omunya more a hold no strong hold no my on other side
so charity begins at home baby a wunya mbadodo mpu na sisi a wako admit say enko yie dia ena baby a wunya mbadodo and is enya wan said na do okọ eye voter regime bra almost pele dam no ka say nya Ghana for call
Kanka
because mon to abama me
and no say e can
that me partner say no it's not
ebechem
oh propaganda na
ebechem the part stick to the budget
is it not a fact say Asante regional minister Koka say sisi askadi won't Asante region rules ni no more abandoned yes
so it is
more abandoned is it not standing from the fact say Okoka say 2019 impuntu budget what is impuntu chikasa impuntu no what the babro fuma is it not development so I say in this road minister no aja to say impuntu no omoka no ndadasam enya dia ekoso
okay ntinkunim no
yeah maybe they will go through a trajectory na we who say sankrofo we eba no yembobo di India omo ya de na so eba no action ya hwe na 2019 omo koka say 2020 sorry omo koka say nkoso be na 2020 ekoso yentendi sikane na ekoso de a ende ameti ase because in 2020 na election ya ntende omo chedi yankasa wabra eyomo one of their parliamentary candidates Efilisha Tete region I think one of the northern region is on record to have admitted say ye Chekhov scam as MPP4 na omo party communicators in the momo they sending say omo chen party no eni na ka ho na Ghana ye was atibia we mu nti 2020 budget nkoso ne ko mu botom anko Ghana for abrabom ni omo asitirim fast forward to 2021 no mo dey buy ajemkwa budget sa mo beku yen ajemkwa de nka yen say yankopon ba so obeji yen ajemkwa no buy so ba so obe my life and so obe my nkwa na so 2021 o meku
any that so
mo dey ye ajemkwa not knowing so mo beji yen nkwa no mo mefiri yen sam so I say they say one thing and they do the opposite thing and na 2022 o mo dey betu mu obatampa ni nka mi so obatampa ni yemu ye obi a ni yemu ye odwe ne man ho odwe ne mma ho nanso enkosi saa na 2023 omode betu nkambom ase Ghana ye ko
nkonim
2020
ya nkambom ya
sorry budget so I just say just omo to me from day one basi into edi omode to me na no it stands at variance with what they do
okay
you get it and finally 2024 omode abetu nkunim meaning the opposite of nkunim is what
failure
we fail in 2024 no nyame pa ye beto ametiom no mo edi kuku enye nkunim na mo bebi because wo hwe budget ya enye budget a ebe mo edi nkunim ewo 2024 elections a ye be kon mebra kasa no kasa from 2019 up to date nyomo bebi aye woni bebi aye bedu no eni nti no mo atu din nkunim no but me sha sinam the nefi 2017 no mo be take over no abe pim sa 2019 no 2017 we saw some stability in the economy. And that stability, the young no the bomb hon sabrani say omo na omo aye bibi sronkuma sa stability and I say sa economic milestone omo talking. But they should bear in mind say prior to 2017 the IMF, Fitch, EIU and all these credible rating agencies they have admitted say going forward in 2017, whoever emerges as the winner of the 2016 election is going to have a field day because the economy is expected to grow somewhere 7% averagely. So as I said, on the back of the work that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama specifically in the energy sector. So as I said, before 2017 beba no crampo na yenim the forecast ebeba in 2017. And to their credit asma mokai so ebemu into 2017 MPP under the leadership of MPP recorded a GDP growth of about 7%. So what I say, and this 7% was not able to be sustained until in 2018. You realize the 7% declined. 2018 it declined. Now this growth is positive because the growth was largely attributed to the work now His Excellency John Dramani Mahama in 2017. And not the tone change. In 2017, taking over, the IMF was in charge or was around the country. They couldn't have mismanaged themselves. So what I say, because at that time, Mahama has signed up into an IMF program that is about $900 and something million IMF program. The program was expected to end in 2018. So what I say, April 2018. But someone also and shares our program last year. No more extending that program 1 year. Yeah. So what I say, because IMF program we are supposed to meet a certain benchmark. In this way to meet here, you have to extend it or you have to leave the program with those conditions unmet. So they thought they could meet the program expectations. No more in 2018, no more extending. In 2019, still they couldn't. So they opted out of the IMF program and started to be on their own. Until Embra almost started to be on their own after April 2019. Then their incompetence, their mismanagement started to manifest. So what I say, and 2019 assembly prior to COVID, and the CD depreciated almost 15%. Just 2019 assembly make it. After COVID, no, we are unable to manage the currency. So they formed a 40 member committee. Forest, so I'm check it. Go into the data. I didn't see the depreciating. His Excellency the Vice President only the competence to manage the CD. One finance casa committee no mukofa Imani boss Frankie Kujo Mone other astute economists say because Vice President no ye share no in Kransebia ni mu ntinya de betumi da casa team no. So
Economist.
Yes, or a renowned economist. So I say, and Okojina CPSO say if the fundamentals are weak, the CD or the depreciation will expose you. Onya Kwenya to justify that comment, he went to say it is only one logic. And Obeka say so who say CD depreciate it is attributable
in 1 minute, but
it is attributable to the weak currency. So this your friend is say MPP for we yen kasa dia omo ye good.
Very good.
Omo kasa dia any one they can pretend say na udi ekira obeda sumu. Say grofo we catch us say good morning share the direction of the sun and sound the ajeso e bia ye wia and omo catch us say good morning. So this crop of leadership no credit, honesty, sincerity, any of one. Until Omoka one, they will do the opposite. So we need to be very, very careful about them. And until I make us a sub budget here of what to do in Kunindi, a budget is bound to fail. And I will demonstrate to you why
when we get there
is bound to fail.
You do now what demonstrate actually.
Budget.
Okay. Obibe take a different view. Sita.
Yeah.
Uniano and about you akasa bebre or divert or the maybe ko baby me person me bisa question we answer na or the me akọ baby was or the me ko.
Okay.
We say enkunim budget no.
Yeah.
From 2019 ebesis abrim no. Who ni say ye di nkunim.
Yeah.
Some Obibe feel say we are just improving on our own inefficiency. What do you think? Isn't that what it is? Because let's take it, say, Yamfa grades, yeah? If 40, between 20 to 40 is F. Now, where you 20, dada, it's an F. Now, yes, I am social being, no, waba, babe, do better, 39, you are still in the F zone, free F zone, you've just improved a little bit, but you are still where you are. You are still in the F. What I say in the F zone. It isn't it just say we've just improved on our own efficiency and yeah, BB to celebrate about. It's not anything massive, and I say like and yeah, encouraging to. Me who how to what did they make an answer?
I understand you perfectly.
Yeah, because Minim say if the citizens are feeling this impact of recovery in their pocket theater, are they feeling it? Maybe some two questions at one time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we said two questions at the same time.
Yeah.
But it is good, you know. I will.
Yes, I'm here.
Let me also begin to correct some of the miscommunication or misinformation.
Okay.
My brother Charles has brought up here. But Charles, Meman Yako ne Amania Ato. Yanso MPP Germany, one of our very strong members. Nrichi Awo Bielefeld, a friend of Iron Lady.
Oh, Oba.
Okay. Yeah, Oba.
Oh my God.
Okay. Christabel.
Oh, Debbie. Not yes, sir, but Oba ten way, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And yes, it is a painful death for us because she's a very vibrant person on our platforms and stuff. Nobody expected that. Yeah. Like it's hard to believe. You say, like you communicate with somebody, then the next morning or the next 2 days, then
sad.
You see a poster that she's no more. You know,
I'm feeling
it's yeah. So it's a sad moment for all of us as a branch in Germany and MPP as whole. Yeah, but life must go on, you know.
Life must go on.
We always believe that the plans of God is not the plans of man. And since we are believers, we just need to accept it and move on. Yeah. But still going back to Charles. Charles made a very good historic introduction or naming of our budgets. Starting from Asempa to Nkunumdie, right? Yes. Asempa budget. Nti your friend Asempa because in 2017, you see, the figures are there. You just read the figures, so okay, and you realize that 2014, 2015, 2016. Okay. And the figures for 2017, 2018, and early years of 2019, the figures are disparate for you to see that, okay, there was great hope improvement, okay, in the performance of the government. So Omukasa Asempa is good news, right? Good. It's just like the Bible's saying, before Jesus came, nene maybe enkoye. Oba no, Mukasa then, ajem kwaba, or the Asempa ne bae. Mebwa.
Yeah.
It's just in the same light. And the MPP for your person Ghanaian say who say, maybe an NDC, Eddie Yatoyano. Ya base, ye beshishin in my year no. Ye starting no, ye the Asempa and the Bremo.
Okay.
You get it?
I get it.
Yes.
So the question is, Asempa no
Charles.
reality?
Allow. You had your time.
Exactly. Mami Kamasa. Enti say Charles Tehanne na okasa ansem na minim baby a odi free. Nkoso budget in 2019. Na ya magana fo hu say Asempa na ye di free 2017. Edibe ruwa 2019 no. Okay, eye nkoso a ye di free 2017 no, ediba 2019. Okay. And it on cost budget on. Okay. And unfortunately for us, COVID strike.
COVID, they are doing more. Why do you always mention COVID in every situation? Every second you get, you mention COVID.
Let's not miss.
Mate, sorry.
Misunderstand some of these realities.
Yeah, go on. Sorry.
I'm okay with that, but I'm only also giving a history of what, or like trying to answer Charles's questions of why we named them that way. Okay. During COVID, okay, we wanted people to know that though we are in difficulty, but still, exactly. Though say, by your person, the tree word again for the 2019, where they said me tree in your papa. Impuntu. Okay. Nimomaya day. Improvement, yes. Okay, nimamaya day. Okay, ye share amount for Ghana for amama. Okay, ye nkwe ejuma ana aban ejuma for omunkwe ejuma. Selano government chomoka. Okay, production to a halt. Okay, when you know the government was still trying to make sure that there's bread and butter for the Ghanaian. Okay. Into your tosa budget needy impuntua, ye did not deserve it. Okay. What you say? So, Charles, we just don't name, or this is not about sloganeering. Okay. It doesn't work that way. All right. Though yes, it is this government and this regime and a budget to be ano. Na ya shada atunidi. All right. Yes.
Not just a mushada. You just want it to be fancy.
Yes, because I no headlines and a title of what to expect going forward. What you say? Exactly. Charles Okasa 2017. Yes. Fish and the other rating institutions, I'll call them. Okay. Forecasted or made an estimation that the economy of Ghana will grow by 7%. Yes, it's true. You see? Yes, it's true. But it did grow. Yes, it's true. Okay. Because that was the fact. All right. And I always let the public know that I'm one of the politicians that, okay, where there is the truth, okay, or the fact, I place it there. And where there is no fact or where there is propaganda, I also want to place it. In as much as they will accept me accepting the fact, they should also accept me when I'm against the propaganda. Okay. All right. In 2017, yes, okay, that forecast, okay, or estimation was being put on the floor of Parliament. Yeah. That yes, the budget or like the economy of Ghana was supposed or is expected to grow by 7 or 8%. Okay, if like Charles would always tease us with, if the fundamentals were very right, and we as MPP, okay, made sure that the fundamentals were right in 2017 to achieve, okay, an approximate, or if I would, yes, let me approximate it, okay, to 8.3. It wasn't just 7%, to 8.3. That means that we even exceeded the expectation of those rating in the institutions.
Okay.
That is an improvement. Okay. In 2018, okay, we didn't just stop it there. In 2018, all right, it continued, okay, of an average, again, okay, of 7.6, okay, to 8 again.
2018.
Yeah.
But 2017.
Okay. Now watch. Though there was a bit reduction, all right, in the expectation.
Yeah.
Okay. Because at that time, if you remember, okay, we had come to abolish a lot of taxes that the NDC had put on the economy, on the Ghanaian, to extract too much money from them.
Okay.
So in taking out all those taxes, obviously your revenue generation would go down, isn't it? So it is going to affect your GDP rating. So that was what happened. Okay. And like I told you, unfortunately, in 2019, okay, we were hit by COVID.
2019?
2019.
No.
When did
COVID-19?
2020.
COVID-19.
Yes. It started in 19, but we did not experience COVID-19 in 2019.
Okay.
We experienced COVID-19 where the limitations on movement and blah blah blah.
2020.
March.
Yeah.
You see, Charles, if you interrupt and say this.
Sorry.
No, you interrupting is fine with me, all right? But I only want to still. I understand. You know, you're my good brother. I don't have
to me helping him. He just can't help himself.
He's always like
when
that.
can't matter and
exactly.
then
yeah. But you see, when he's talking, I'm always quite listening.
You're restraining no.
No, or not be restraining no. Say madam for. I mean, you're about copying to no.
Oh my God.
Oh, say no crying. Hit na. Then not up. Person can be you know.
Okay.
That's how they are. Okay, Charles, if you say that Ghana even recorded our first case of COVID patient in 2020, yet again, okay, I agree with you, okay. But those you were doing business with, okay, the foreign countries, okay, and where you were taking your imports to or from, okay, what was happening with them? At that time, okay, and even till today, okay, the largest trading country with Ghana is still China.
Yeah.
It's still China. Okay. And when did the COVID start? In China. So, if in 2019, okay, China had what? Brought up all those restrictions, okay, goods and services were not going out of China, okay, trading had limited or blocked, okay, other international bodies or trading agencies that Ghana as a country and Ghana as an individual, and I mean individual entities we're trading with, okay, we're all facing this limited trade benefits, okay, that to the extent that even, like we said, in 2019, in Hamburg here, okay, my chairman, like I mentioned his name, Augustine Opoku, he does container, all right? He told me that when he does a container to ship it to Ghana, okay, was within 1,000 to 1,500. Okay, but during that time, when the COVID, the first patient hadn't been recorded in Ghana yet, he was paying twice of the shipment money to Ghana. So whatever goods he had to send to Ghana, what do you think will happen to the price of it?
The price will go up.
Exactly. So Charles, you see, with all this, I will call them daily business transactions, okay, you don't expect it to affect the economy of Ghana. You don't expect it to affect the budget and trade balances of the country. It will. So, you see, I always tell the NDC and Ghanaians that, okay, let's put politics aside when there is reality to communicate to the Ghanaian. Charles, when you are talking again, okay, you are talking about the point that in 2018, when the CD dollar was pardon?
2019.
But it was in 2018.
No, 2019.
It was in October 2018. Okay, that discussion took place. Okay, and that committee was set somewhere February, March 2019,
Yes.
in the midst of COVID. All right?
Okay.
Yes, in the midst of COVID. Now,
Can I correct something?
correct it.
COVID hit the originator, that is China, late 2019, not early 2019.
Middle 2019.
No, late.
Let me continue.
Late.
That team or that committee, okay, was put in place, okay, yes, to look at how we're going to make sure that our economy, okay, is restructured from purely taxation to production and industrialization.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
And again, I had him mention that yes, because the government or the president didn't trust in the efficiency or the productivity of the vice president. That is why they took him out and brought in somebody like Imani. Oh my God. You see, they are the same people who always go that MPP don't consult. MPP don't take advice. The government doesn't do that. The government is running family and friends and stuff.
Okay.
Now, if they're inviting, okay, experts in an industry, okay, to come as a national development or a national consultation table to discuss the improvement or the forward march of the country, you sit here and say that, okay, because they brought in Imani to come and help or to come and bring out their point of view, it is a headache for you. And you are using it as an advantage to communicate that it is because the vice president was not productive enough. Like seriously. It doesn't work that way, Charles. Going forward, now I've only answered his questions.
Yeah.
All right.
Answer many questions, then.
Yes, your question you talked about.
You just have.
Yes, your question. I remember you asked me, does it reflect or does this budget reflect in the pockets of the Ghanaian?
Yet. The impact of the recovery.
The impact of the recovery.
Yeah, that we are celebrating about. Yeah.
I will tell you that, okay, it hasn't reflected in the pocket of the normal citizen walking on the street of Ghana yet, but it has impacted on the business community as we speak. And it is going to take, okay, the beginning or the first quarter of next year for it to hit the pockets of Ghanaians, because, okay, it is now that the business community, okay, is going to restructure prices, okay, and wages, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then that is going to trans down to what? The pockets of the Ghanaian. Just like in the budget, okay, or before even the budget was right, I stand to be corrected, okay. The employment minister, okay, indicated or announced an increment in salaries come 2024, isn't it?
Yeah.
That tells you that, okay, the budget have started what? To show improvement, and that will translate into the pockets of the Ghanaian. Again, if you watch, okay, we haven't introduced any new taxes going into 2024 because, like we always say, we are sensitive and we know that yes, the Ghanaian hasn't recovered yet, so there's no need, though we need the money, there's no need what? Putting more taxes. Again, this budget, okay, is so sensitive to the extent that, okay, we have what? Like I said, minimized expenditure for government, okay, and our expenditure as in borrowing and what? Impacting more interest in our economy. That again will translate into the pocket of the Ghanaian. Again, okay, the recovery, okay, will help the Ghanaian in the pocket, okay, because, okay, all the what will I call it? The indicators now are proving positive, and if they are proving positive, that is going to make Ghana positioned creditably, okay, in the global market or in the global world for us to be able to transact business with the international world. So if you ask me whether it translates or it affects or like there's any proper affection of it to the Ghanaians pocket, I'll say yes, it is. And with time, okay, we'll see it in full flesh in the pockets of the Ghanaian. Your second question, I just forgot it. If you can repeat it for me. Your second question, I didn't get it right. I don't know if you can get it for me.
What was that? What did I say about improving on our own inefficiency?
Exactly. Yeah. You use the word improve. Okay. Improve in English. Okay. If my English serves me right, Charles. Maybe I'm in school, my chairman this year, and I am in young school. Okay. So I can improve. That means that
put to not
improvement.
No, improvement.
Yes, Nti is what?
Uye bibi na ushemukina.
Yes. So that means that you are going forward.
Yes.
You are increasing it, right?
Yeah.
In a positive manner,
yes.
Isn't it?
Yes.
So if even you are a very poor performing student in class, right? Now they always last every term. Like we will see 20 to 40% as a pass mark, all right? As a fail mark, and above 40 is pass mark. Not last term when you are 20, not this term when you are 39. As every good teacher, every good teacher, who has the student development at heart, when you even fail the student, the terminal report, you see they will write more room for improvement. Thank you.
Now we are that type of students. The way I work and move fast.
Now me market my class any junior classes or more way. Me I'm a teacher anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So those things are in my head so much. Okay. So as like teacher there, let's take the country as a student, and the rating agencies and CHAS and this for as teachers.
Yeah.
So oye teacher papa na o student yam fa ne say sebi o onya de papa baby a onya 20 na this time nko ade why you no ho wa oni say nko yie fine enya so wabon but enko yie na this time no we nya 39 we ntumi ancross it but when we say from 20 no we jump here by 39 or second term you got 30 term we be promote no say obetro more room for improvement no aboa no no wait me across oboa na obeboa no enye dede o ene ne den obetua o tax yesi ko adwuma no we ko adwuma as a Ghanaian we ho ade no yesi ja corruption enye politician no nko a civil servants the public servants are omote government agencies ne omufie ne omo adwom ukoto emo local anagare local no ma sheda abo container no ase ananom de tomatoes no de bibia hye container ni nyina no emma Ghana no enkoye obetima kon little ana edeka so koto a kilo of tomato na won somebody bibia hye ase
no so I look at now be pick you the good bag somewhere you have to weigh
more room for improvement. So the NDC should be patient. It is our budget, not their budget.
Room. On this note, said there is more room for improvement. Then we don't have to celebrate now. We shouldn't rush in the celebration. That's what I'm trying to say.
Exactly. We shouldn't celebrate now. That is what I want the NDC, Charles and the NDC.
Okay, my chance 2 minutes be not on this note. Not chance to me and Kabibi na. Commercial break.
I will wait here 2 minutes in the mess around 5 minutes.
Okay, 5. You've got it. 5. Meman Grace. Meman Grace because who's all yare?
Me de say okas any mama teacher ni na your market script. Me de be a teacher ni by profession ankasa. Okay. Me mama na say me ankasa me say me teacher ni. Now we a teacher ni na wo chira kwara de. Na say wo chire no ABCD. Wo examine no. When to be ntwa two things. Either say akwara no sebikafra additional M1 and as a wood teacher no methodology would the chirade no intina kola na mpeke no. So when you identify say wood teacher no methodology of the chirade and you change your methodology so that you achieve the expected results. Inti sa ebia improvement will be from 20 to 40 no might not be necessary say akwara performance a magic no, but a be a teacher no one society one son was a son no and a magic no. Now, Semitie me fair for more MPP sometimes I sit down and wonder say what kind of breed of people and the MPP because look the challenges now you go through no.
Isn't that a strong word to use?
Yeah, I don't know what kind of breed of people and
breed of people.
Charles,
is that a better word you can use?
No, but he's not being.
before a breed of people.
Yeah.
Before a breed of people, not necessarily a breed of people. I'm not using it.
It's not offensive like that.
Manner, yes.
Okay.
But anytime I'm making statement, they are not more than COVID. Anytime I'm making, I want to COVID the bad dog just to hang it. So what I say. Now, look at the trend from 2017 to 2019. Answer the COVID member. COVID a bar in the China, and it started in 2019, later part of 2019. So what I say, as on mine. Why your management your friend will be SWOT analysis. Why your SWOT analysis? Your strength, your weakness, your opportunities, and your threats. Now, who can say COVID and abema watiato basasi? But we share the trend now. 2017 we grew by averagely by 7 point something. So what I say? It started the GDP.
No, it was 8.13.
Averagely, I'm not using the phrase the out 10. I'm not using quoting the.
Yeah, so even averagely, you have to quote the figure right.
Averagely 7 point something. So what I said now, that 7 point something
on trim.
The total GDP performance. Now, the total GDP performance need to be segregated. You have the oil and the non-oil. So as I say, the non-oil no, and affecting many because we are not in the oil sector. And what affecting you get it. And that sector grew by 4.6. Just like 2016, the non-oil sector grew by 4.6. Into 2016 and 2017, the non-oil sector grew the same rate. So what I say, a whole and who cast a who bought home because the oil sector no, is players or foreigners. It is can be a BP and I say, if I so be a BP for Beno, a BP about Hobiano, or what they call back to their economies. So what I must say, into 2017, 2018, then the 2018 they started getting their own terminal report. One report, GDP minister said.
Charles, what's it 2018? Yeah, non-oil.
2017.
2017, I saying.
The non-oil GDP for a year 4.6
growth.
Yes, non-oil GDP.
Let's
check the statistical service. Show me what is the figure?
Let's see.
From the budget.
Yes, page.
From the budget.
Page
2.
My main checking throw.
Oh.
No, page 2. Yes.
Okay.
Go page 2.
I was in Meman Nti.
Yes. So what I'm saying is that year the non-oil sector and that of 2016 it grew the same your friend is saying rate. Now so we be taking over say Omampenia. You should bear in mind say there are uncertainties in life. Inti bibia betumi esi. It is a one case COVID and abemo watete pansam sana and what I mean catch say I don't know the kind of persons are making up the NPP. And then she share no mudugu are going proud to 2019 now.
Gas.
I don't know the first policies of mudugu are going or more the best of any occurrence be eba so we can say COVID na member ya teacher pastor I say we can to see who as I say emra the finance minister also presented the mid-year budget review in 2020 abra na COVID abama ye lockdown and whole crowd ba no o parliament say we review we who say COVID ebenya effect on our economy into or year review or review your figures no and what will review your friend is a budget deficit from 7 to 11 so I just say but the actual outcome we recorded 17% budget deficit. That should tell you say the guys because now your friend election year they spent recklessly and until 2021 your core 2021 they started introducing taxes because me ni ya na se me ni fie ni hu say Arabia ba ma ye be ka se interest ayare no hoto nti 2021 by virtue of their recklessness in 2020 election, omo chase candidates and katia no. So they say they introduced what we call baller tax.
Yeah.
You know, baller tax. Omo to the pollution or whatever tax. And
our Urokrum ha obin. Okay, Obona Untiaka.
Baller tax.
That our Urokrum ha obin Untia.
A bola na nkasa no kra say man segregating no man recycling man we no kra additional cost beto so.
Yeah. Nti say Ghana, okay. Yeah, decide no eba. Boni ana.
Enya boni.
Exactly.
No dey kan enya boni. Man can asem this. Yeah.
Tax. Yeah, the tax be about for a purpose. And you say yeah, the bag because of the beauty or the fun.
Sa tax na ye the buy no. Okay. Say mo efia mama Ghana edokru enti and dey sa tax no buy say ye nya sika that be nya ndisi confirm na efi. But then okay, you had the opportunity okay to clean Ghana, which you didn't do it.
Yes. So I just say minimum yes sir.
So na wo sa asia. O kofana wo ye na bi to no so you be esi wa.
Exactly. No mo kofa sa baller tax no buy. Now the baller tax no mo kofa buy. Yes mo kofa buy just to rake in money. Almost say omo dey be paper, omo dey be siesie krum ama efini adokro ye no efiri ho me bo. Now you should ask yourself baller na ekwa na say oh.
Sita.
Every junction be obedu bia no
baller no ekwa na say that so.
Eno say sika na omo nya no omo fa nko bebi a so omo de ko.
Okay.
Omo jiskara no mwedi. Omo jiskara no mwedi. E na omo sa kofa COVID. Yare na eba ye na ye obi adwane no. Omo kofa e hoto ba e nti sisi aseba omia etwa so di mampeni 2025 go in. I will not be surprised okofa malaria tax aba okofa e bia
malaria
na wa bu betimi omo say yare aba eku nipa na COVID scare den omo ye no omo den omo de ye COVID scare omo repeat COVID scare omo antes can ndi area kofa yare ho to amba in this all
come to think of it, why are we still paying COVID tax?
Because me na more floor and I say on no floor. So that's it. Because this guy this MPP people don't think about the Ghanaian people. They are insensitive. They are only thinking about themselves, what they will get, their friends, their families, what they seek to benefit. And yet the generality of Ghanaians. And unti so omuka so omudi ye wo omu bottom and so I just say ye no. Now ono kasa no I think I have limited time until me restraining me. On case say omo new tax amba. Really? Read the budget, you find what they call the emission tax. They are introducing a new tax after the emission tax. Emission tax if you you drop pollution tax already. What's that for emission tax? Emission
send there be a free C2
emission tax.
It is part of the environmental tax.
Yeah.
So the environmental tax is the larger component of what is the meaning of what emission and pollution?
The argument is not about the name.
You know?
Listen,
from
what?
Cars,
and what does it do to the environment?
It is not about emission or the name or whatever it is.
It's not the name.
It is about the fact that they are not introducing new tax.
Okay. There is something. There is a new tax. Yeah. He's just proving to you said there is. Because we see there are no new taxes, and he's trying to prove to you say there is a new tax, which in fact there is. What I say,
so he's being deceptive to the people. So I say, and I'm not surprised that he's being deceptive because stock in trade
emission tax. Yes. Okay.
Bidin kaka says nkunim budget the opposite of it. They are going to lose. Nobody is going to win or enye nkunim bia ema o my Ghana hochire eno amode beto Ghana for so bio esa se omo no omo say omo tamaso nti se be ko go de enkoko na yenku omo preko na before me ba no ontumi nye hwe eno nti na omo collateralize all our revenue streams because onim say me come into my me say economy na sana me free so.
Okay. So okay, in 5 minutes, our time is just far gone.
Thank you.
I know, sir, we won't be able to finish this budget.
Yes.
We will take it like every week till the end of 2024.
That would be very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, because we always say that this election is going to be about facts and figures.
Yeah.
Okay, we are going to compare NDC's administration, okay, and compare that of MPP, okay, from, let's say, from 1992 till now.
Yeah.
Okay, then Ghanaians will judge. Okay. Who is actually the best manager of the economy? And
we are basically educating the public.
Exactly.
Okay.
All Kasano. Okay. First, he stated, error, make friend error, because which is bound for every human being. Say the oil sector and the non-oil sector, the growth. Okay. I stated it that Ocheki and Unya saying 8.1 of what no oil growth.
Or no car
4.3 or say 4 point BB.
I say 4 point something.
2017 and 2016.
O say 2017
and 2016.
O say 2017.
No,
I'm
right. Me say the non-oil growth for 2016 and 2017 are the same, and the data is
2016, 2017. Charles, they are not the same.
No, they are the same. Look,
they are not the same.
2016 non-oil sector, non-oil sector grew by 4.5.
I don't have my phone. Can I have a look, please?
2016, the non-oil sector grew by 4.5. The non-oil sector for 2017 grew by 4.6.
Awo, check this graph, okay, and look at it. Okay.
What do you call page 2?
The graphs, you can see what they are.
8.1.
Tell me 2017.
8.1.
That is overall GDP. Overall GDP.
Overall
GDP. That was what you were saying.
No, I was talking about non-oil. Non-oil GDP.
Non-oil GDP.
Because you need to segregate it.
Okay.
They segregated it. That is where you are on.
The non-oil GDP in 2017, it's 4.6.
Yes.
4.6.
And that of 2016.
2016, 4.5.
Yes.
Overall GDP, 8.1.
And it was anchored on the oil sector now. No, that was it. That was it.
You see. That is those lies and propaganda. Listen, those are the lies. Okay, the NDC always try to put across that. Okay, I'll always tell you that I will not accept it.
Okay.
Going forward again. Okay, going forward. Okay, the second point I just want to correct.
No, you need to
wait.
No, Debbie, I was making reference to
the second point I want to correct here. Is the fact on the
okay, Zita.
Let me play back the voice. I'll be very glad because now I was making reference to the non-oil sector.
On the total what? That was what he was saying. On the total GDP. You are making references to the GDP.
I wasn't talking about the
overall GDP.
Look, this
I'll say non-oil GDP.
And then the total the overall GDP. No, I was very conservative. I used average.
For the first time. For the first time. Charles, my brother, is behaving like his boss, Sammy Jemfi. He says A and quickly trace to B. Let's go.
Okay.
For me, I always say that
viewers will
yes, the viewers will always judge.
Yeah.
The viewers will always judge.
But I think I heard
he's only being smart.
No.
Okay.
He said listen, he first said, if I heard him right, he first made us understand that the overall GDP at 2017, was what? Trying to let us understand, or the Ghanaian or the world understand that the general GDP we were having at that point in time and growing it was 4.3.
Okay, so
and he made references to the fact that
let's settle it this way. Okay, Yamfani said that's what he said.
No, yes, Yamfani said that is not what I was saying, and that is not what I said.
Okay. You gave me 5 minutes, so can I continue?
Oil growth.
With my 5 minutes, can I continue?
Okay.
That not settled. Okay, that not settled.
We will settle
but
that.
I leave it aside.
Yeah.
Okay, look. That tax is almost $4 tax, okay? That tax was what? Environmental tax, okay? It was what? An environmental tax, okay? That was put in place, okay, to help with the sanitation situation and the environmental situation of Ghana, okay? So that what? We could get some money, okay, to help in that sector. he sat here and he made something clear, which I always agree with him on that every tax was imposed for a purpose. So that environmental tax was also imposed for that purpose. Okay, you said emission tax. Okay, the environmental tax had components of it. Okay, starting from near Momo friend of Bola tax. Okay, to like the higher grade, like the pollution, the carbon emissions and stuff. So then the government, as I told you, as sensitive as we are, and as we know that situations are hard for the Ghanaian, we are trying to see how we can limit some of the burden on the Ghanaian. And we are saying that, okay, if the general environmental tax, let's assume, is 100%, okay, and in it, okay, we have that what you call the Bola tax, okay, being a component of it to be 20%, okay. Let's say that, okay, deforestation, okay, should take like 20%, okay. Then the emission, okay, carbon emission takes like 20%. Then we say, okay, we will take off the afforestation because probably we're improving upon it. So Ghanaians don't pay on that, okay. But the emission, okay, of the factories, the cars and stuff, that is still there. We still maintain it.
Okay.
We only mentioned it to you that we are maintaining it. We are not increasing or introducing any new tax, because if you realize in the budget, the finance minister was talking more of what electronic cars and converting from
those electronic cars. Will it even help Ghana?
That is another topic. Okay, but we are trying to see how we can make the environment friendly, okay, and eco-free, okay, or eco-friendly for everybody, so that we don't get subsequent repercussions of it. So there is no fact anywhere that new taxes has been introduced. Thank you very much, Awo.
Okay.
Or say new taxes be introduced and emission tax the FIFA. If you get to know taxes, what I say, answer now on mine or buying to me to be Abba, your friend is saying, Abba or mine for some Muntiano. It needs to be approved by Parliament. So what I say, Nti say a tuanda edawa nyar France will be introducing in the your friend is saying the new budget. A 12 fro. You can say, you can.
They only took something out of it, and they mentioned it. So the budget is now out for discussion. So now it is going to be put before Parliament for first reading, second reading, and the rest. So there, all these nitty-gritties of the budget, okay, will be shown and either approved or not approved. And one thing I always want Ghanaian to know is that look, NDC has half of the Ghanaian Parliament. Okay, half of the Ghana Parliament, isn't it? Yes. So that means that if your MPs, go to sit there with our MPs, and any decision, is accepted in that Parliament, don't be an ostrich. I don't mean you, and pretend as if you are not part of the problem. You saw it, you read it, you approved it, with the doctors, the economists, and the rest you have in Ghana Parliament. You still approve those things to happen. Then why do you then turn your back?
What has been blame is not emission tax. What
has been approved?
Yeah, approving a pollution tax, which
anyway, this
tax.
Listen. Now, this budget has not yet been approved.
Yes,
it has just been read.
So because of the approving, and we share the nitty-gritty of this budget. Government is seeking to rake in additional revenues of about 11 billion Ghana cedis, which is equivalent to 1.4% of total GDP. So what I say. So how is government going to rake in this revenue? And it is not about borrowing. It is about introducing new tax handles to rake in this additional revenue.
That was a question I wanted to ask about the impact these additional revenues was going to have on the Ghanaian.
If
it's a question I wanted to ask.
Buying and new taxes bar, I see it as disingenuous on his part, because he is not being fair, he is not being honest to the Ghanaian people.
So
Ghanaians in 2024 are going to be expected to pay more. And how do they pay more? Through taxation. Source of revenue for Ghana is largely driven by taxation. And Sana Yako borrowing, but we know our situation when it comes to borrowing. You see how we have been crowded out of the international capital market. So they say, so we cannot go there to borrow. And I will buy, friend is saying, domestic, so by virtue of DDE, people are not patronizing government bonds. What I say. So the only option left for government now is the TB, which is the treasury bill. And now, and by virtue of that, government cannot touch the TB because on himself or touch it, only the expected revenue from borrowing. So what I say. So now the available option for government is taxation. And Nti and work offer this kind of taxes buyer or they be introducing or they be raking in this 11 billion. So that's it. So what the point I'm establishing here is if my brother make a categorical statement say the government through the 2024 budget is not seeking to introduce new taxation, I see it as disingenuous and he is being economical with the truth because Ghanaians should brace themselves going forward, to pay more and more and more just to meet the revenue target of the government. Because if you look at the revenue target of the government now, 2023 government projected to make to rake in 107 billion Ghana cedis. Even with this amount, the figures are tricky in it shows we are unable to meet this target. So as I say, but in 2024 government is seeking to rake in 170 plus billion. So that's almost 70 billion increase. So what must say? It is almost 100 billion increase. Or it is two sources, either from borrowing or from taxation.
Okay.
So what my brother should get it clear and be candid because this government over the years from 2017 to 2023 has not been candid, has not been honest with the Ghanaian people that it is governing. So what must say? Because they introduced what they call below the line reporting, which is new to our accounting standard. Okay. So what say below just to paint a picture, nice to the people, so you are performing or you are doing well. But at the end of the day, those below the line items ni na Ghanaians in the best service, and except Kafra Kinoforiata, Ebusha for the best service, Ghana for the best service. If we are owing, tell us we are owing. This is the amount that you are owing. This is the amount that you are going to pay. Okay. But this is one person they have deception in their DNA. They will seek to deceive everybody day in, day out. So my brother in London, my brother should get it clear that government is seeking to rake in additional revenues, and these additional revenues
100 billion.
Oh, 70 billion additional revenue as compared to the 2023 budget and the 2024 budget. Who compare the additional revenues about 70 billion. So what must I say? But the new one, and America said it is about the 11 billion, which is equivalent to 1.4% of GDP.
Okay, thank you very much.
Total GDP 1.4.
No, the total GDP as projected will hit about 1 trillion in 2024. So what must I say? In this, we hear the calculation now. The 11 billion now, new is about 1.4 of that total.
Zita, money yes, say no, your time no, stick to the time.
Okay.
In 5
minutes.
Please.
Tell him not to interject me.
Me pacho.
She let me learn.
So
on your radio with all this and bereavement he's still so in 5 minutes and let's close.
In 5 minutes.
We have to in 4 minutes then we yes,
if you heard him right, second for any etie for any ahwe for etie bra chasa or kasano oche hono oni ni mpenyu for NDC no ebe miracle amomo bibia yebenye sika e free say and tax the Ghanaians, right? and then the day I catch them say, okay, that is the evidence of the NDC when we say they are incompetent and they are not a good alternative in governing Ghana. If you want to generate revenue, should it solely be on taxation or borrowing? There are other means of what generating revenue for your country, not only by taxes and what borrowing, Charles. And you know that.
Traditionally,
and you know that.
These are.
So can you let me land? Can you let me land?
Oh, sorry.
So traditionally, okay. So must you be doing the same thing? Must you be doing the same thing and still expect different results? No. Look, that is why, okay, this government, okay, from 2016 coming up, okay, we are striving on digitalization so that we make sure that, okay, the monies that, okay, that easily go into people's hands, that motivate corruption, okay, that brings a lot of leakages in our system, okay, that make us lose money as a nation. We're limited. Okay, if we're limiting those leakages, okay, the money will stay and will generate those revenues. Okay, my last discussion with Charles, okay, before we went on a break the other time, okay, he was what? On my neck, telling me, okay, that there were a lot of leakages in Ghana in generating revenue. And he was even recommending, okay, how we should what? Prevent those leakages and we can make money for the country. Now, what have changed? If let's even say we take your advice, okay, as an economic student, as a law student, okay, in sealing those leakages to generate revenue, or not to impose tax on the Ghanaian, is it not a solid way of generating revenue? Yes, it is. Okay, so Charles, generating revenue for a country is not limited to only taxation. Okay, there are a lot of ways. What of production? Instead of importing, okay, making your ports, okay, privatized, like you, the NDC, you have done to Ghana port right now, okay, putting it in one man's hand for 50 years, that the repercussion, every Ghanaian is facing it. That as of today, Okoka Sama, Yokoyika, Yokoka 1,000 Ghana city, Awo Hamburg, ne de ko Ghana ne Yokoya, ne JBS 5,000. Why not they buy it? Or money they buy it? Okay, but if all those things hadn't happened, okay, we would have been able what? To save monies, to do what? To generate revenue for the country. Again, okay, to generate revenue for the country like Ghana. Yes, 1 minute. I still have the hold down 1 minute, okay. To generate money for a country like Ghana, it's not based solely on taxation. Okay, it's also based on productivity, even within the government sector, and also the exchange rate, which you will say would expose us. No, it will not expose us because, okay, the CD, okay, has increased, okay, 25% and more against the dollar or other international trading currencies. This is facts that are there. Okay. Before the year ended in 2022, I'm a witness. I told him that yes, I know the rate of the CD to dollar. Okay, it was trading somewhere 17 against the dollar. Okay, but currently as of today, it's still within what 11.512.
The dollar is the exchange rate.
Yes.
No, you are not being correct.
Oh, come on, Google it. Google it. The dollar CD.
The dollar to
the dollar to the CD.
Look.
It's still rating. It's still rating 11.512.
It's 12.
11.512. So that tells you that okay, we are still generating money.
No, we have the Bank of Ghana rate.
You see,
and we have the forest rate.
Can I continue talking? You see that he's coming into my 1 minute.
We will do this next week.
Yes, we will do those things next week. So Charles and the NDC, okay, they should. I always tell them, hold your horses, okay, and allow us, to mess up.
Oh, okay.
2024. That is what I'm telling the NDC.
Okay.
They should just shut up. Allow us to. If they feel we are messing up.
Like.
Yes.
Seriously,
Yes. They should just shut up and allow us to mess up. 2024. The Ghanaian will feel the impact of the economy. Okay. And go into the ballot box.
Isn't that because more person shut up because you know say you are not coming back and you want to mess everything up for
that is what they are
NDC.
thinking.
Is it? Yeah.
Okay. If we are chopping, okay, do you think that we want to get down for somebody to come and chop?
Really?
We will not. We will continue to chop. So we are not going to leave the seat.
So you will break the
incompetent NDC to come.
Okay. You will break the 8.
We will not do that. By hook or crook, I always say we are breaking the 8.
Okay.
It is possible.
And we have started seeing signs of breaking the 8 as we're improving upon the economy.
Okay.
Yes, I want to.
Time now. No. We only have 9:55. We only have 1 minute. Yeah, and I thought, Mama, advert because
this platform is educative.
I know, by the time.
So I just say, until you can, the kasa I am measured. Me kasa no me say the additional revenues that government is seeking to rake, about 70 billion.
Okay,
so
yeah.
And this 70 billion component here corruption or Nankasaji to say 1 million B shares and a pampas
Daddy, Manka, I didn't mention any kind of corruption.
We should seek. We should.
I didn't mention any kind of Charles, I didn't mention any kind of and I also made you understand that.
What I'm saying is, admit leakages were.
Oh yes, we all heard the leakages.
And I'm giving you examples of these leakages. Leakages.
Cecilia the part, there's no leakage. No, Cecilia the part. Okay, it has been proven that she hasn't
because they are going back and forth and we don't have the time to do that. We've come to the end of the program. Next week, Nyameya Adoma, we will come your way with another Meman Nti program with the 2 panels. Omubeba no mabe argue omu case out. And then the program number and the program neighbor area no na make count for top connect amount. Say Obersen or Germany Hana will send this car kofia or send this car koma wadofo ewo o mind Ghana moa. It's top connect and ya fe na wo kwa ko gina baby ama ya je wo charges bia no kra no betumi dis charges no so kra asan kra your friend is saying I send this car wo betumi the account sika na wo send ne ho enti say wo Germany now wo send this car kofia is top connect you can for top connect amount send this car for charges ne share da nya bia e bi kra your charges no kra you free into top connect again say wo advert na wo pese wo de bre wise radio wo bibi wo pese wo hu ba bia ye wo na oni ye business ye wo Bramfeda Strasse no so number 84 Ufri Bambeck Eba bus 18 just one stop and I said bus 23 airport Billstedt and also just one stop. Now one anti assign we are just on the Bramfeda Strasse and also number 84. You are always welcome. Your doors is always opened for business or advert, whatever you have and you want us to know about it. You want the world to know about your business and answer or information be you can always come to us. We are always open. Nti end with some of the comments now and muno. Unfortunately, no. Mama, time no. I remember me time no echo. But let's read a few. I remember me time no echo. But let's read a few. Nana Hima Abena Kisiedu or say, are you using the COVID as an excuse? But that made the government rich because they got a lot of money from COVID. Sita, Nana Hima Mimbisa say who used to COVID as an excuse or say it did make the government rich. I don't know. We will answer that next week. Or say the family and friends thing you are talking about, is it not true? Is it your question? So, Sipok was a good morning, guys. There is hope for Ghana. We hope so. Yeah. You go so born your empire. Oh, Hayford Rick Charles or Sita, your government has failed. Government in a fairly poto. Kobe Mens is watching with us. This is where we end because our time is fast spent and we have to make way for the next program. And, we will end here and then we will come your way again next week with the same program, same time, 10 to 12. Next week, there, Mr. Punctuality. Why? Because the message is never, but unfortunately I can't read all. Until we come your way next week, it's a bye-bye from us. Bye.
All right, people. So this is Kwame. You listen to West Radio on Hamburg.